From one Blue Jays way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Toronto Blue Jays. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Almost ready to get underway and towing the slab, Jose Barrios. What do you got on him, Chris?
Well, this guy's got sort of a tweener, not quite a slider velocity and not as slow as a curve. It's in between, and he adds and subtracts velocity on it, which makes it harder for the hitters to really get that front foot down and have the timing they need to be successful.
Okay, all set to go. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Edward Olivares. The pitch. Outside low. And we're off and rolling in Toronto.
First pitch, 107.
That's in there. And it's 1-1. Here's a high chopper. Bichette on the run. Throw to first. They get him, but it was pretty close. We take a check of the Pirates lineup put together by manager Derek Shelton. They're dealing with a sinker specialist on the mound, which can be a big-time challenge when he's right and working mostly from the knees down.
Well, I think the approach you take is really try to lay off of those pitches down in the zone until he gets some called strikes and then forces you to go after that pitch. Until then, make him elevated, because guys that throw those sinkers, those two-seamers, really hard for them to be effective up in the zone. Those are pitches you can hammer, and when you get a cookie, you don't want to miss it.
That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Line drive to short and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
2 outs, base is empty. Ji-Hwan Bae, the next Pirate to hit. And that's in for a strike. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the bump, I'm going right back in there.
Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. In time. Got him. And that'll do it. Down in order go the Pirates. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Now in Toronto, and on the hill, Derek Traxler.
Well, it's a 3-pitch mix in the repertoire for this starter. He's going to have to command all 3 if he's going to have success on the hill today.
Bottom of the first. Now it's the right fielder, number 36. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. Righty to the plate. And that one just missed off the outside edge. In the air, right field. Olivares tracks it down for the out. Okay, let's check out the lineup. They're facing a pitcher today who's prone to giving up homers, so we'll see. We might get some big swings here today.
Yeah, I think the key, though, and the reason why he gives up those homers is that guys are locking in, they're aggressive, and they have a high confidence level. So I think if that's the approach these hitters take, with the stuff he's got there on the mound, yeah, there's a good chance that there'll be some balls that fly a long way. But you can't get too big in your swing. Otherwise, you'll be really frustrated after this one.
And first offering is fouled off. And a good eye there. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. One out, base is empty. One down, base is empty. There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. Hits the top of the wall. Throws to second, and he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Put a very nice swing on that pitch right there. Got one to drive and just kept it fair down that right field line and into the corner. And it's almost impossible to track those down as an outfielder.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade. It's just invaluable, that type of experience.
Next one is off the plate, and the count even 1-1. Fought off foul.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
The shortstop takes the ball. Pitch misses, and it's 3-2. Biggio, the runner at second with one away. Caught him looking for the K.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Clips the corner. That's strike one. Two outs and one in scoring position. And a foul ball. That one off the mark, and the count 1-2. Man on second, two down. Hammer, base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score, and the Blue Jays take the lead. 1-0.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Two outs, runner at first. And now the center fielder, Tyrone Taylor. And the slider just misses. At the belt and fires. Runner takes off. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal the base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
Righty delivers. And another ball.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
That one misses. 3-1. Spencer Horwitz on deck for the Blue Jays. Man at second. Swing and a miss. 3-2 now. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, you want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
And a swing and a miss. Good job at damage control right there. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We move to the second in Toronto. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Pirates nothing. Second inning set to go. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Jake Fraley. Berrios, a 6-foot righty, 205 pounds, and he won a Gold Glove in 2025. Berrios back to work. And takes low for ball 1. That one ripped, but foul.
Well, they gave up on that pitch early, and it ended up staying in the zone. I'm sure he's kicking himself and would like that pitch again.
The 1-1. And another ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one almost got him. The pitch. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. That one is back. And he makes the catch on the track. Just missed a homer that time. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Mitch Jebb. And that's inside. Off the inside edge. And that is ball 1. That clips the corner. That's in there, and that's strike 2. The Pirates trailing by a run here at the top of the second. On the ground. Biggio throws to first in time. And that is that. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh. And it remains 1-0. Back here at Rogers Center, bottom of the second. And now for the Jays, Spencer Horwitz. The line of the pitch. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
First pitch changeup, he gets a called strike. You got to really know who that hitter is at the plate in order to throw that pitch again and again.
Kicks and fires. Ripped towards third. Tosses across the first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Batting seventh, the third baseman,
Orelvis Martinez next up for the Blue Jays. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Just missed. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
Next offering in there for a strike. And now 3 balls and a strike. He swings and fouls one off. Three and two. Payoff pitch. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Ryan Servin, the next to hit, takes ball one. That just misses. 2-0.
No strike.
And another ball.
3 balls. No strike.
And a full pitch walk.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
So 2 down, and now the veteran pitcher, Jose Barrios. Bounce to the right side. Inning over. 1 left for Toronto. They lead it 1-0. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's the veteran first baseman, Marco Gonzalez. The right-hander back to work. Fouled off. He was late. Barrios, a former Gold Glove winner, he features a sinker, a slurve, a four-seamer, and he works in a changeup. 0-1 down. Bounced up the middle. Sneaks through. Base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Here's the catcher, Paul Steens. In there at the knees. Strike one. And a pitch. On the ground, right side. Finds its way through, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
Up next for the Pirates, Derek Traxler. And he lays one down the left side. Martinez over to first in time. They retire the pitcher on a textbook sacrifice bunt. So the lineup flips over. Edward Olivares now at the plate. Golden opportunity right here. Fastball for a strike.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
And here it comes. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Taylor moving under it. Makes the grab. Runner tags for home. The throw's offline. He's saved. We're tied at 1.
There you go. Nice little RBI there. It's a great at bat. Got the job done.
And the batter now, Sung-Chae Cheng. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Skeens at second with 2 down. Cheng tries to check his swing. Now look to third. And he went around. Rule the swing. Left-hand batter waits.
1-2.
That one misses. And it's 2-2. Two outs. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Tied up here in the early going. Stays alive. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Hard hit to third. Martinez over to first in town. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. All tied 1-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and now the right fielder, number 36. Traxler back to work. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
No ball. 1 strike.
The wind to kick the pitch. And that just misses.
It's a good take.
One, 2 now. Line drive. Makes the grab, 1 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Kevin Biggio up to the plate. A double and a run scored his first time up. And there's a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
The next offering misses, and it's 1-1. 1 down, base is empty. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The 1-2. And another ball. Got him. 2 gone now. So up next, Bo Bichette. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
2 out, space is empty. The wind of the pitch. That's way outside. It's 2-2. Wouldn't chase that time.
Full count.
And they'll do it again.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. On the ground right side. Slings to first, and Bichette is retired. And the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. Score remains tied 1-1. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. And here is Ji-Hwan Bae. And he deals. That's off the mark, and it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strike.
And that's outside. And a pitch. Flying drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Jake Fraley. 0 for 1 so far. Right through there for a strike. It's a pitch out, nothing doing, and that's ball 1. And the righty deals. Runner on the go. All tied up, top half of inning number 4. And another ball.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That misses the zone. 3-2 down. Termarr Johnson waits on deck. Barrios a check to first. Bae gets back easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
3-2 now. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Termarr Johnson. He's 0 for 1. Ripped to third and caught.
to put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Now it's the shortstop, Mitch Jebb. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Bay, the runner at first with 2 gone. And the next pitch is way outside. Two outs. Right down to shoot. And the count 1-2. The pitch.
Ball.
And right back to the mound. And that is that. So one left for Pittsburgh. Still tied 1-1. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now the left fielder, Dalton Varsho. The right-hander back to work. Ball 1 there. And the pitch. Swings and misses on the fastball up in the zone for the strikeout.
Toughest pitch to hit. Fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
And next for Toronto, Tyrone Taylor. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. That's outside. Ball 1. One down, base is empty. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And a big swing and a miss.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
And now it's 1-2. Gets under it and pops it up. Jebb should have this one. Puts it away for the out.
Got the pitch that he wanted. Just a little bit quick. Front shoulder open. Backside collapsed a little bit. And the launch angle not where he needed it to be.
And here's the first baseman, Spencer Horwitz. That one missed. Right through there for a strike. Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Oh, Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Blue Jays go down in order. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Back now in Toronto. We go to the top of the 5th. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Marco Gonzalez. Gonzalez in his 9th season, 34-year-old vet, a former first-round pick back in 2013. Right side. On to first. Out. And the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th.
Now batting, catcher,
Paul Skeens, the next Pirate to hit. And he's already singled in this game. First pitch misses.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. A little bit low.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
The 2-1. And a ground ball to first. Takes it himself. Out. And a couple of quick outs.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And now here is Derek Traxler. Right through there for a strike. Next offering is down low. Foul ball. And a 1-2. The other way. Base hit. And the pitcher with a base hit.
Well, always a little boost and a bonus when you can get a productive result from the pitcher spot. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Olivares in the box again. Takes a strike.
1 strike.
Traxler leads off first with 2 down to the inning. And that one's a little bit low. And 1-1. Chopper to second. Biggio fires over to first. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Last half of the 5th coming up. All tied 1-1. Bottom of the inning at the plate for Elvis Martinez.
The third baseman for Elvis Martinez.
The wind of the pitch. Fastball for a strike. The pitch. Bounce to the left side. And it goes just foul. Kicks and deals. Base knock center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Bryant serving the next to hit. He reached on a walk his first time. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Cut on and miss. Throw. Save.
Pretty close play on that one. A perfect throw probably gets him. That throw was just a little wide to the third base side of the bag, so he had to reach a little bit to get it. Could have been just enough to make the difference there.
Next pitch is downstairs. That's inside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul. And a pitch. Up the middle. Tosses to first. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jose Barrios. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Johan Oviedo getting loose out there. Jones also getting ready. The 0-1. Swing and a miss.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Out towards right center field. Fraley really on his horse for it. Makes the grab on the run. Runner tagging from third. He'll score on the sac fly. It's 2-1.
That's a nice job right there. It's always great when you can get on the scoreboard first. Just good situational hitting to bring him home from third right there.
Now it's the right fielder. Just off the outside edge, and that's ball 1.
He didn't want to give up that run, but he did. Got the fly ball, sac fly out. Now it's time to attack these other guys. Get your team back in the dugout.
And a foul ball. Two down, bases empty, but 1 run across. Last half of inning number 5. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Gonzalez makes the play, and that ends the inning. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on. 5 innings complete. Blue Jays 2 and the Pirates 1. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Kevin Gausman.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Sung-Chae Cheng digs in now.
The third baseman, Sung-Chae Cheng.
Here comes a pitch. That's a strike.
No balls, 1 strike.
Bounce to third. Martinez over to first in time. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Well, such a confidence boost for a reliever to come into the ball game and get the first hitter he faces. Just makes everything slow down a little bit, and then from there can really settle in.
Bay stands in now and watches strike 1. Toronto's bullpen with some action. Genesis Cabrera, the lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Swanson getting loose as well. One down, base is empty.
No. 1-1.
And that's a little bit high. 2-1. And there's a ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
3-1 now. And there's ball 4.
Well, that right there could end up being a big walk in this game. He's certainly a threat on the bases, especially with them looking to tie this thing up.
So digging in, Jake Fraley. Gausman throws over.
He's safe.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw to second. Great jump. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes. And
runner goes again. Swing and a miss. Throw to third, and he's in there easily. Here's the second baseman, Termarr Johnson.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
That one ripped. And there's a base hit to right field. Runner from third in to score. It's 2-2.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Two outs, runner on first. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Mitch Jebb. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Two outs. The shortstop takes the ball. Out to center. Taylor sizing this one up. Makes the catch, inning over. But the RBI single pushes across a run. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Alex Wood.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And now for the Jays, Kevin Biggio. 1 for 2. The pitch. That one finds the zone. And that is strike 1. Wood, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a changeup, and he works in a slider. Next pitch is outside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Wouldn't chase that time. Next pitch misses, and the count's full.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Swing and a miss. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, that's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
So up next for Toronto, Bichette. And that one missing low. Ripped on a line. Olivares makes the grab. 2 down. And now the Toronto cleanup hitter, Dalton Varsho. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
No ball. 1 strike.
Fair ball. Around first, digging for 2. The throw into second, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. 6 innings behind us. All square at 2-2. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Eric Swanson. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Marco Gonzalez. The pitch. Breaking ball in there for a strike. The 0-1. That's hard hit on the line. Balls it in, and there's one away.
Great swing of the bat right there, trying to get on as that go-ahead run. He just wasn't able to find a hole.
Here's the Pirates catcher now, Paul Skeens. First pitch just misses.
1 ball. No strike.
One down, base is empty. Sliced hard but foul. Pitch misses there, and the count is even 2-2.
2 strikes.
And he grounds one to the right side. Biggio. The throw to first, and 2 away to start the 7th. Derek Shelton bringing a bat off the bench now. O'Neal Cruz looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. Hit hard, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Absolutely smoked that baseball. What a swing. Sent it out way faster than it came in, of course. 113 off the bat, and no matter where you hit it at that speed, it's tough to make a play on. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And downstairs.
1-0.
Two outs. Up and in. Now 2-0. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And a foul ball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Righty to the plate. That one inside. Full count now. Sung-Chae Cheng up next. And the right-hander deals. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, that could be a big walk in this ball game. Moves the go-ahead run into scoring position. So some pressure pitches coming up in this next AB.
Pinch hitter coming on. Number 19.
And he's a right-handed bat, but he handles same-side matchups pretty well. So should give him a good at-bat right here.
That clips the inside corner for a strike. Two on, 2 outs. Base hit into center field. Flying around third is Cruz. He'll score and the Pirates take the lead. 3-2.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
Derek Shelton bringing a bat off the bench now. Andrew McCutchen looking for a big hit with 2 out, runners at first and second. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in here in the top half of inning number 7. And it drops in. Heading for the plate. Safe.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Ricky Titleman gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, Henry Davis.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
That one outside, ball 1. At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
1-1.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Varsho after it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. A couple of runs in the inning puts them ahead. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Pirates 4 and the Blue Jays 2. So coming into the game now on defense, Brian Reynolds. He takes over in right. Also entering the game, number 19. He's the new third baseman. Also into the ball game, Andrew McCutchen. He'll be out in left field. Pirates with a new arm on the mound, Colin Holderman.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Now into the ball game on defense, Jack Sawinski. He'll be patrolling center field. So now a pinch hitter, Alejandro Kirk. Big spot for him here. And he deals. Not even close there. 1-0. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Activity in Pittsburgh's bullpen. Dowry Moretta loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Bednar also throwing. And the pitch. That misses the zone. 2-1. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Line and a base hitting to right.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So now pitch hitter for the Blue Jays, Ahmed Rosario. A runner at first for him, nobody out. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Tying run at the plate. Runner on the move. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
Very questionable steal attempt right there. You're down by 2 runs. Tying runs at the plate. Your run is so important. You have to be smarter than that. They can't be playing around in this situation. Trust the guy at the plate with one swing to tie it up. That right there could be very costly.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Liner to second and picked on the hop. Throws to first in time.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Now it's going to be Orelvis Martinez. Off the plate, and it's 1-0. That one fouled off. Right-handed reliever, and it's fouled away. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Now into the game, Addison Barger. He takes over as the new first baseman.
Number 47.
Also entering the game, Rafael Lantigua. He'll be patrolling center field.
Rafael.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Ke'Bryan Hayes.
The wind of the pitch. Wouldn't chase that time. Tideman, a tall lefty, 23 years old, and he was a third-round pick in 2021. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Pinch hitter coming on, Josh Bell. One out, the base is empty for him. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Marco.
2 outs, base is empty. Up next for the Pirates, Marco Gonzalez. 1 for 3. That
Ball
misses, and that's ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
Chopped out in front of the plate. Tosses to first.
He's out.
And the Pirates go 1-2-3. Nothing doing here this half. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Pirates 4 and the Blue Jays 2. And possibly a double switch coming now as a meeting taking place near the home plate area. Dowry Moreta on the pitch now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup on the double switch.
Number 36.
Stone Garrett, he'll move into the 9th spot in the lineup.
Now playing first base and batting 9.
So coming into the game now on defense, Endy Rodriguez. He'll play
Now
second.
at second base.
Also into the ball game, Liover Peguero. He's in at shortstop.
Now at shortstop, number 31.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Ryan Servin. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. And here it comes. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position. And that's what he does.
The pitch. Servin tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. Kicks and fires. Just misses. The count now 2-2. And a pitch. That misses. And now it's 3-2.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
Out to short, Peguero. Slings it across. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Up next to the Blue Jays, the pitcher,
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. George Springer looking to start something with 1 gone. That pitch gets the inside corner. That's strike 1. The Pirates up by 2 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. That misses, and it's a ball and a strike. And that's in for a strike. Swings and misses. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, number 2, trying to get something going for him with 2 away. Swinging a foul straight back. Way outside, and the count is 1-1. That one missed. That misses the zone. 3-1. Kevin Biggio waiting to hit for Toronto. Two down, nobody on. 3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
So they bring on their closer in the 8th, Shepard.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Miguel Iraldo.
And he would be the tying run bird, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
Fastball for a strike. Popped up right side. Rodriguez moving under it. And he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. So a job well done from the Buccos bullpen. Through 8 full, it's the Pirates 4 and the Blue Jays 2. So remaining in the game defensively, number 2. He'll be the new right fielder after entering as a pinch hitter. Also entering the game, Miguel Iraldo. He'll play second.
Number 47,
New pitcher now for the Jays, Nate Pearson. And he has some nasty breaking stuff. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Paul Skeens.
Leading off to the Pirates, the catcher, Paul Skeens.
Here comes a pitch. There's a strike.
There it was. 0-0. Here it is. Hit it. He gets a take. Gets ahead in the count.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
Righty delivers. That one not close. 1-2 the count. The pitch. The punch out there. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th.
I'll see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a triple-digit fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Movement in the bullpen. Genesis Cabrera, the left-hander, up and throwing. Meza, the power lefty, up as well. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder.
Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Pirates. Connor Joe looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Kicks and deals. Just missed. right through there for a strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Next offering is downstairs. Right-hander kicks, deals. That catches the top part of the zone. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And a pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a ball lifted to center field. Lantigua settles under it, and that is that. So they make short work of him there. Hard of the order, 3-4-5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Pirates 4 and the Blue Jays 2. Staying in the game on defense, Connor Joe. He'll be the new right fielder after entering as a pinch hitter. 3-4-5 due up for the home team. Bo Bichette getting ready to hit. And a pitch. That's in for a strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
So now pinch hitter for the Blue Jays, Victor Robles. 1 out, the base is empty for him. That's down and in. The Pirates leading by 2. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Trying to bunt his way on, and that's just foul. Here's a 1-1. And he lays down a bunt, and foul ball. The 1-2. And that skips in the dirt. The Pirates trying to close out a 2-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Payoff pitch. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swings through it for the K. And they're down to their last out.
Well, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it'd throw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
Swing and a miss, blew it by him at 99.
Bringing the cheese on that one.
Ground ball up the middle, that's a base hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And next for Toronto, Addison Barger. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
The tying run at the plate.
Ball 2.
And another ball.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Next offering is in for a strike. Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
This could end it. To the right side. Steps on the bag himself. Ball game.
Well, someone from the bullpen had to come in, get a big out, and then had a little time to think about it before he went back out to get the final 3 outs of this ball game. Nonetheless, outstanding job to get the save and secure the win for his team.
And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Pirates, 4 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 6 runners on base. For the Blue Jays, 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 4 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 54 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.